Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we are here at Salt Springs. This is a national park. See the water behind me and how clear it is? We're gonna actually go down in there with the GoPro and swim around a little bit real quick. So this is called Salt Springs, and this is a national park here in Florida, and it's pretty neat. So let me get you guys down here where you can see this water is usually crystal clear, and it is fed from natural springs. The history of the park, Ponce de Leon, when he was looking for the Fountain of Youth, he sent some of his men over here and they discovered these springs, but he decided, no, this is not the Fountain of Youth, and he decided it's in St. Augustine. One of the neat things in Florida is this moss. It's called Spanish moss, and it loves to get into the oak trees, and it just gives you that really Florida tropical feeling, and it's in all the oaks. Sometimes it grows on other trees as well, but mostly on the oaks. And you can see they've got some walkways to get down into the water. The city of Salt Springs, it's a retirement community, and in the wintertime, all the seniors come over here, and it's kind of like the hot bath for them, you know, the sauna and the exercise. They come over here and swim, and if you can see on the other side of the ropes over there, there is a little houseboat, and people do camp out here and they park, or moor their boats out. That's Lake George. As we go out, you can see there's a jet ski over there. I don't know if you can see, that's pretty far away, but there's a jet ski over there. And what a great little place. Look at these oak trees, and you can see that Spanish moss, how it just covers these trees. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains. We are here at Salt Springs. Take a look. It's like you're in the Bahamas. Kind of looks like you're in the Bahamas. The water is just crystal clear, and you've got these rock formations where the spring has, eroded around the rocks. Pretty cool. So it kind of looks like the Bahamas, and all those rock formations down there. Really neat, really neat. get one of me swimming towards you. So the reason that I came out here was Flora just sent me some pictures and videos of the Enchanted River in Hinatun in the Philippines. And that water looks just like this. And I've been telling her that Florida looks just like the Philippines, except for there's no mountains, there's no volcanoes. You know, Florida is very flat. And we have all of these features that she's showing me. And so I wanted to share that with you guys Salt Springs. Can you see how clear that water is? Ponce de Leon believed he found the Fountain of Youth when they discovered this. Of course, there wasn't the walls around it that we see today, but it was just, there were springs that came up, and there's about 6 springs here. You can see one in the center. If you watch carefully, you'll see that's a big one, and that's where the fish are hanging out. There's actually 2 spots that the springs come up from underground. There's a couple more over here and a couple more up here in the corner. And you can see over the hundreds of years how those springs have cut through the rocks. And there's actually a current from these springs that pushes this water. When we were swimming in there, that water, it just pushes you just like a river. Really neat. So this is about 45 minutes from St. Augustine, and it's in the Ocala National Forest. And if you get a chance, guys, come down. I don't know if you can see those fish down there or not, but there's a lot of fish swim down here. Of course, you don't want to fish here because this is a state park or a national park, and a lot of swimmers. This is a swimming area. But can you see the crevices? They're really deep, and there's caves that the springs have cut into the rocks as well. They've cut big caves down, big caves down into the stone. It is so pretty. And when we were diving down there, you'll see the pictures from the GoPro. Looks just like the Bahamas. Nice swimming area. Goes all the way out to the Lake George. Goes all the way to Lake George. And Lake George joins the St. Johns River, which runs north into Jacksonville and then out through Mayport into the Atlantic Ocean. And while we're here, of course, you can see every place needs drainage. Can you see this is all backed up? Everything's backed up. Everywhere you go, people need drain work. It is a gold mine business. So down here at the end of the swimming area, can you see that turtle? Very shallow right there. It's probably only a foot deep. And then of course it drops off again where you see the little houseboat. And I've always wondered how far the water stays clear into Lake George. I would imagine it starts to get kind of murky as you get over there by that dock. But what a beautiful place. The Spanish moss covers the oak trees. Story about Spanish moss, of course, Spanish. The Spanish brought this over here for erosion control, and it just took off. And today, all over the South, not just here in Florida, but clear out into Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, this moss has taken over. Florida oaks, live oaks, and pin oaks. Just beautiful. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.